Hello! Welcome to another episode of Johnsequitur. I am not John Bon Jovi, despite this shameful attempt at it. Brutal. So normally this would be the time when I'd be releasing my Taco Bell video. Well, I did record it last Thursday, but it's a little drunk. I am feeling a sense of euphoria that I have not felt in a long fucking time. You make fucking tacos, and you pay me like nothing. Fuck you. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about how some people are good with bad tendencies, and some people are bad with good tendencies. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I got this stupid tattoo, which is covering up another stupid tattoo. So, the idea of covering up a third time seems stupid. So I have to go through this progression in my mind of what it is about Batman that I like. And it's honestly not much, because, well, Batman's a billionaire that beats up criminals with no due process. Takes it upon himself to go out in the streets and beat up poor people. Now you may be saying, well, hang on, John. They're stealing and shit. Come on now. How long you been watching this show? Hippity hoppity, people matter more than property. I try to figure out something about Batman that's good. What is it that drew me to him in the first place? It wasn't that he was being law and order, because I don't really give a shit about that. In fact, the thing about Batman is, most of his villains are more interesting than he is. Like, Bane seemed to have a kind of a warped idea of how to make things better. And usually the villains do a good job of identifying the problem, but their solutions are, they're not good. And that's when the billionaire steps in and just punches the ideas away.
Go ahead and hit me.
I got into this discussion with my mom, who is a comic book fan. I haven't talked about it with my brother yet, but he, wants to own a comic book store. My uncle, basically, is comic books. The fictional character of Bruce Wayne has $1 billion. He's a billionaire. My thought has always been, why not take that money if he's such a good person? Eliminate the thing that causes the crime, rather than go out and punch the crime away. Let's look at Mr. Freeze, for instance. Mr. Freeze literally is just trying to steal goods in order to bring his wife back to life because she's in permanent freeze or something like that. I can't even remember if that's right. All I remember about Mr. Freeze is Arnold Schwarzenegger's ice puns.
The Iceman cometh. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Poison Ivy is trying to make the planet better for plants. Now, we've all seen this meme where we're supposed to root for a billionaire versus somebody who's trying to fix the environment and stop global warming. Poison Ivy is killing people with poison. Mr. Freeze is freezing everything. I don't know why those two try to work together in that movie. Batman finds out that there's two people terrorizing the world trying to do these things. He could be like, well, I got $1 billion. I could fund Mr. Freeze's research and maybe work on reducing global emissions. Or I could go out and punch. Now look at the Joker. The Joker just wants to make everything chaotic because he sees that the system is a broken mess. And he is correct. The system is a broken mess. But his way of showing people this is just murdering crazily with no reason. So of course Batman has to stop him, but instead of stopping him, he just keeps putting him in a mental health institution that keeps letting him back out, not giving him any help, and he goes back out and murders more people, which, in one canon, is Batman's parents. So, what am I supposed to like about this guy? He is putting aside a very comfortable life to do what he thinks is helpful. There are more efficient and less violent ways to handle this problem than going out and punching everything, but his heart is in the right place. His heart, and a lot of the villains' hearts, are in the right place. People who are rich can afford to produce reform. They just don't. Even though Batman is out there punching people and could be using his billions to, help stop homelessness and help stop poverty and make it so people don't want to break in and steal things out of necessity, feels like punching. Meanwhile, the billionaires here, I'm not so sure they have our best interest in mind. Let's look at Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos makes his billions off the backs of his workers. He has so many billions that there's no way he could spend it in 10 lifetimes. So do you think he's going to use the money to A, stop homelessness and poverty and hunger, B, dress up as a superhero, go out and punch criminals because he thinks that'll help stop crime, or C, go to space? Anyway, next episode's gonna be Taco Bell. It's gonna be more coherent than this. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Goodbye.